In just a few moments, but first tonight at 6, we're tracking breaking news. A suspect is now in custody following a wild, hours-long chase that started in Massachusetts, went through Rhode Island, and ended up in Connecticut. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm John DeLuca.
And I'm Tiffany Murphy. A lot to piece together here. Investigators tell us this pursuit started when police tried to pull him over on an outstanding felony warrant. We have live team coverage for you tonight. ABC 6 News anchor Darren Botello is live in North Stonington, where that ended.
But first, we begin with ABC 6 News reporter Olivia DeRocha. She joins us now live in the studio with more on exactly how all of this started. Olivia.
Good evening, John. Police say 36-year-old Ian Grant was initially being pursued for a felony warrant out of New Bedford. Now that chase started around 11 o'clock this morning, and police say that's when Grant was pointing a rifle out the window at officers. Now, this was all just a few hours after officials were at Grant's home in Dartmouth that was on fire. Now, just before 6 o'clock this morning, crews were called to Prospect Street in Dartmouth for that house on fire. Now, flames were knocked down in 20 minutes and no injuries were reported. But later, Dartmouth fire officials confirmed it was Ian Grant's home, and they believe he is the one that set it on fire. Now, fast forward to 11 o'clock this morning, police got a call for a man who was possibly armed driving west on 195 near Westport. Now, state police say that person in the white pickup truck was dodging police, which jump-started this chase. Now, here's video near Horseneck Beach off of 195 when that suspect was first on the run. Now, again, this chase spanned 3 different states over 80 miles long. Now, if you take a look at your screen, here's a map showing an overview of where the suspect led police, starting in Westport, Massachusetts. The suspect then fled on 195 through Providence before heading south on 95 before crashing off Route 78 in North Stonington, Connecticut. And that's where we find ABC 6 News anchor Darren Botello. He's live with all this, how this all ended. Darren.
Yeah, Olivia, a pretty lengthy police chase starting in Westport, Massachusetts, going through Rhode Island and ending here in North Stonington, Connecticut, not far from here, with police arresting 36-year-old Ian Grant. He's the suspect in this case, with residents all around here listening to the commotion in shock about what happened this afternoon. A white truck speeding through 3 states Wednesday afternoon, the police chase lasting about an hour. Massachusetts State Police say the suspect, 36-year-old Ian Grant, took off from them in Westport, Massachusetts, crossing over into Rhode Island and then crashing in North Stonington, Connecticut before being arrested.
I came out and I was just like, you don't know.
Residents living along Route 78 could hear the sirens and the noise from the chase just feet away from their homes.
The sirens going crazy, helicopters just overhead, school department calling.
Some school districts in eastern Connecticut and western Rhode Island sending an alert out to the community, warning residents.
Pretty much just bringing the kids inside for indoor recess and not letting them cross or just keeping them in the school. Very crazy. Like I called my son who was going to work and, just be careful because you don't know.
Police following Grant, who they say had guns in the vehicle. You can see the moment a police vehicle rammed into Grant's truck, sending the truck flying off the road and into some trees on the side of the roadway. Then the standoff for about an hour. Police in tactical gear outside of the white truck. State police say they finally got Grant out of the truck using pepper spray, taking Grant into custody.
I'm glad that nobody got hurt, but I'm also glad that he's in custody.
And Grant was taken to the hospital for an evaluation. Charges are now pending. Live in North Stonington, Darren Botello, ABC 6 News.